Hey, Mark, welcome. Morning. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. We're just going to warm up a couple T10 games, and then we are going to take a look at Tommy's guide today. Going to be a good day. Ooh, topspin boost and a precision ball on T10. Look out. Hey, Dumas, thank you. I'm glad you're in. Glad you got me on. Appreciate you being here. We're just getting warmed up. I'm early. So, I gotta be early to be in early, you know. Hey, Bailey, thank you. Appreciate the good luck. Welcome. Hi, babes. Oh, my wife is on break from work. That's exciting. All right, let's see. Well, I hate this placement. Yep. Hey, Garrett, thank you, sir. Appreciate the good luck. Thank you. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. All right, we're going to have a good morning. We're going to dial in Tommy's QR guide today. Oh, going to be fun. Hey, welcome. All right. Oh my goodness. We are off on the needle speed today. That's why I always warm up a little bit on T10, because I haven't played yet this morning. And, hey, Getta, what's up? Welcome. Thank you. Glad you're here. Look out. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Getta. All right. Well, you guys are all early birds like me. I started early thinking I was going to sneak in here, but I guess not. Well, nice shot. Let's see if we can do a little better. Nope. Nah. Oh. All right, I know, babe. I'll go get some.
No, do you want one?
No, I got it. I got this. It's 10:10. Everybody make a wish. Love you, babes.
Love you.
All right. So we're a little early. I love it that all my peeps are here early. Love it. Love it. So what we want to do today is get ourselves a good first look at Tommy's guide and try to get this account through. A couple things I'm going to be changing about a couple things I'll be changing about the way that I'm crap, there we go, right in the sand. A couple things I'll be changing about the way I've been doing the QR streams. After yesterday, I just noticed that sometimes I'm taking 6-7 practices per hole. And that isn't really sustainable with, just cost. And also, doing that ends up getting me kind of frustrated a bit because I think I'm losing focus of the dial-in at that point. And it seems to kind of go downhill from there. So what my plan is going forward is to take a total of 3 practice shots. So one as per guide, one with my initial tweak, and to find a fixed variable, and then one with the final tweak and go from there. Now, if it if I drop it at any point in there, what we're going to do is immediately go live from there. Hey, Mike. Instead of over practicing. So, we're going to be changing that up a little bit. I think it's going to help me stay more focused. And I think it'll make things a little bit easier. Still going to stream all of the, both guides and all the rounds and all that stuff. Nothing like that's changing. I'm just trying to find a balance, and keep things the way that, the way I need them to be. Yeah, I keep hearing about these infamous Geta streams, but I haven't even seen one. I heard they're a pretty good time though. So yeah, my goals for this channel were to grow as a player, and showcase how that process is working for me. To give a good first look at the guides available and the quality of the shots, and to build a community space that is welcoming and fun and here for everybody. So, I want to make sure I'm kind of sticking true to that a little bit more. And also true to my own values, of staying positive and not letting this game get me so frustrated. So, so we're just going to try to circle the wagons a little bit on that by making a few changes. I'm going to be trying to stream on a little bit better schedule. I like the schedule I stream on now. I just am going to have to adjust it just a touch. Just for the sake of time. I still have a whole life I have to live. And I've been streaming so friggin' much, I don't know that I'm doing that very well. Alright, there we go. That's not going to work. Well, maybe. No, we're going to come up short. Oh, that's not too bad. Alright, so that's kind of the housekeeping stuff. Little things working on, stuff like that. Want to keep the streams fun and engaging. Also want to keep them kind of cost effective for me. And want to continue to deliver quality content like we've been doing. At least I think we've been doing. So that's kind of my personal goals. And on the QR stuff, if I decide that I'm going to not qualify the account if it's really bad with drops live, we're just going to play, dial in the rest of the shots on practice mode. And then I'll probably just play the QR offline after the dial in. That'll stop me from streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday every single day, trying to do all that. That's just getting a little much. But we will be streaming all the content that we should be, as far as guides go. Busy days around here are going to be, Fridays are going to be really busy. And then, sometimes Wednesdays can be a little busy with the legacy, but, hopefully we will be able to, kind of get the schedule down and, make it fun, keep it engaging. That's what we're going to try to do. All right, so let's get to talking about Tommy Guide. So we've been subscribing to Tommy since the beginning of the month. So this is only our second tournament guide we've dialed in with him. Hole 1, he has two options. He has option 1, which is a layup to B52. And then option 2 is a send it to wedge with a shaky needle with a Thor. I thought we would take a look at that for at least one practice there and just see if it's really, really, really shaky and the grates and a grate is no good, we'll probably switch to the other shot. But let's talk about this Send It. So option 2, we are going to be doing Rocket P8 Max Rest, clear ring to the rough on the left-hand side. The rough fringe, our rough fairway on the left-hand side. We're then going to swap to the Thor bag. We're going to give it max top 2 left, and we're going to adjust it 1-to-1 plus 1, and then we'll push up based on plus yards after adjustment. With the Thor's hammer, he says it's going to be semi to very shaky needle. If you want to slow this needle down, you can use the legendary extra mile perk after doing all of the steps with the Thor's hammer, and including the push-up. We don't have that perk on this account, so that's why I'm going to give it a try with the Thor's hammer one time, see what it looks like, and if it's not that bad, we'll probably just go for it. I love a Send It. And so let's find our balls here. We need a P8. Any old P8 will do. And then we need a P10 side spin for win 10 top spin boost 10. So we can use this ball here. All right. All right. So setup on this is pretty easy. It's max rest, clear to the rough on the left rough fairway. And then swap into that Thor's hammer bag. I do have my end bringer in there. I had to check that because one time I did and I had like the dart and it sucked. All right. So let's get into it. Let's give it a practice. Let's have a look-see. And day 2, QR, Tommy's Guide, is off and running. So this hole's really pretty easy. I've seen a bunch of different plays on it. The hard part is the shaky needle. And a lot of the setups, great rights are no good. But with this setup, we might actually be okay on a great right, just depending on what it looks like there. And so what do you say? 2 left. I need that ball first. And 2 left. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to give it straightest pull as we can. Just our 7/8. 20 yards is a 0.6 push up there. And then it's just straight max OP. So let's see. It's not too bad. Slight great right. We'll get to see how that works. Okay. So, slight great right. And we're still in EB yardage. So, after clipping the rough there, we're still in EB. I should have set up the slider. We're at 73%. And we want to be at P8. P10 plus 20. And the wind is 7.7. So we're looking at a 7.5 adjustment. So he's doing the no spin adjustment there. And kind of rushing because I didn't have the slider set up. That's my fault. And we'll just go ahead and put the new wind in. And you guys know how Endbringer School works, but those that don't, ball guide through the hole, set up your adjustment elevation, and find out your slider number, and then just center ball and hit perfect. pretty easy peasy. Endbringer School is probably one of those skills you really need. So, you dropped option 1 yesterday. Didn't feel like changing out the Thor's hammer into a back. I hear that. So, this option looks fine to me. Obviously, it looks like a great right is going to be better than a great left. So, clipping the rough ain't a big deal there. All right, so I'm going to take notes here. Option 2. And on the drive, I'm going to put shaky. And great right. Okay. Approach. P10 plus 20 EB school. So I think that's a fine drive. I don't think it's that difficult, really, at all. So I think we're going to go ahead and go live with that. Excuse me, I got to grab a water. All right. Here we go. So, hole 1, I'm going to go with option 2 here. I'm not even going to look at option 1. Just because I don't want to. Option 2 works. I'm not gonna go hunting around for a shot when I have one that works. So let me make sure I got my bags packed. Make sure I got my club on. And let's have a go at it live. Okay, we got an 8-1 win this time. $20 is a 0.6 push-up. And just max OP there. Hey, we got perfect. What do you know? Let's see what happens. Oh, looks like we're gonna and hit the rough. So this shot's designed to hit the rough and roll out to EB school, which is, you know, completely fine. There is other shots out there that go for the green, so we'll see what the OR brings. We're at 73% slider again. And our wind is 8.2. Looks like we're going to be adjusting 7.9. So the key here, obviously, get that ball guide where it's not glitchy. And then adjust your 7.9. Shit. Great left. I hope that doesn't screw it up. Oh, look at that. 900 around the bowl. I'll take it. All right. So that's drop on hole 1. Dialed in. I mean, there's not much to dial in on a cinder like that. The only thing, you know, I think if you wanted to push from, you know, if you wanted to push up farther, you could probably clear the rough and end up Or if you put the white to the edge of rough on the left instead of the clear, you could probably clear the rough and end up on the green. But I'm not going to fool with it. Okay, so we next shot here, we got option 1 from Franco. We got option 2 from Tommy, which plays for the hole-in-one. But we got to have the Rock Cyclone perk. So let me see if I got it. I don't know if I got it on this account. Of course I don't have it. Gosh dang it. Annoying. Alright, so we are going to have to not... we're not going to get a look at the hole-in-one on this account. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go with option 1, Franco, which is going to put us green side. So option hole 2, we're going to play Franco. Option 1. And here's what it looks like. We're going to set up extra mile 9 at P10 max stretch with a P10 side spin 10 win 6 ball. So let's find our ball. P10 side spin. And we got a couple options there. We're going to go with this nice pumpkin ball. And let's have a look now. So we're going to set up max stretch, right ring, just into the bunker barely. On the bunker roughs on the right side. We're going to be on the left fairway for this. Then we're going to set 6.8 top, 5 left spin. We're going to adjust 1-to-1, avoiding heavy 59, and push up according to wind speed. I'm sorry. First, after we've set initial aim, we're going to swap to the APOC. And then adjust, set our spins, adjust, and push up according to wind speed. Then we're going to give it 100% OP and max left curl and hit perfect. And then we are either going to be on the green or we are going to be an in-bringer, which is going to be P10 plus 20 at slider, which is, you know, pretty basic there. So, extra mile, P10, side spin 10, to the APOC. And this should be a fairly easy dial in here as well. A nice little send it. All right. So max stretch on the right. We're gonna put the so we want to put this red here, just barely in the sand trap. We want to swap to our APOC. We want to get 5 left and 6.8 top. We then want to adjust without a bunch of 59, 11.3. Well, there's 9.3 and my 2.3. R2, and then we want to push up 2.8. So there, just across yellow. And then max OP and max left curl, little shake, and hit perfect. Let's see where this ends up here. Should be in good shape. And there we are. And that'll be a no adjust EB with max top spin from there. So easy peasy. Not a big deal. Looks like hitting perfect is going to be a requirement there. Because you're coming in from beside those 2 sand traps. Oh shit. I need to knock it off with hitting greats on the Inbringer. Alright. So, oh, is Miss Olivia here? Hi, what's up, Miss Olivia? Good to see ya. Alright. We love it when Miss Olivia shows up. She's nice. Okay, here we go. Gang's all here. Hole 2, dial in, Franco, option 1. All I'm going to write down for notes is drive, no 59, and then hit perfect. And no adjust, no ADJ, EB. So that's a pretty simple dial in. Nothing really to work on there. Gonna go ahead and switch, make sure we stay in our routine. It's a big thing for me. Alright, so there we are. We got everything we need. Gonna go ahead and set it up. And here we go. Hole 2 live, Tommy's Guide, Franco option 1. Part of the setup is just making sure you got just a smidge of the red ring actually in the bunker. I'd probably say 0.1. So there we go. So we're going to zoom in. So just like that there. And then we're going to swap to our APOC. And 6.8. And we want to avoid the 59. So I'm going to give it 10.9. So there's 9.9. And 10.9. 10.9 is a push up of 3 rings. And then we just want to give it max OP, max curl, and hit perfect. There we go. Hey, Bart, appreciate the good luck, sir. Glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. And right back to the same spot. It's amazing how guides work when you follow them. There we be. So, nice shot by Franco. Really easy. Nothing to worry about. Just don't, I would say just make sure you catch that perfect on the drive. I don't believe greats are going to be super safe, especially not a great left. Other than that, hole 2 in the books. And look at that. We've only had to use a couple, 2 practice tokens today so far. So that's pretty encouraging. We are 2 for 2 on drops, and away we go. All right, so this next hole is a par 5. We are going to be using Tommy option 1. So let's have a look. 1 second, I need some water. All right. Oh, shit. Okay. So, let's see. We are going to use a P6, the Apocalypse, and a Sniper to set up. So, P6 max rest, blue on the left to the left rough fairway at max rest. We're going to then swap to a P10 top spin boost 5 ball. So, we got our bag packed already. Let's unpin that. Let's see what we got for top spin boost 5 balls. I think I got a couple. Need a win 10. Side spin 3 or better. Now we have this one we can set up with because when he actually no, it doesn't even matter. We're only using 0.5 left spin. So yeah, we don't need to set up with anything in particular, just the ball we're going to use. So, I guess, we're going to use this new ball. We need a P6 and all right. So P6 max rest, left side of the blue to the left rough fairway. We're going to give it max top spin boost and 0.5 left spin. He says a P10 will be completely slow needle. We will adjust and then we will push up based on wind angle. Yellow being the tree to the left of the tree on the right. Blue being the tree on the right. and red being no tree on the left there of the yellow. Yellow and blue are both push-up angles. We're then going to give it 1.2 ball of curl and max OP. The second shot is going to be a top white fringe check. Before the spin, we're going to put the blue by the bunker and the second bounce the same height as the corner of the dark green square. So, it's hard to tell from that picture. So it looks like he is 1, 2. He's the third dark green row below the hole. And to the left, we're going to have to look at that in practice. And then he says, add spin to get the ball guide approximately 1 green square short center cup, which will be, we want to be just kind of towards the end of the light green square right in front of the hole. Roughly 3.1 back, 1 right. Then we will adjust based on our top white fringe check numbers. And there are 2 wind angles with adjustments. One is the big tree on the right. That is 2 clicks left. The middle is the kind of short, fat tree. And the left red angle is the small bush, which will be 2 clicks right. Hey, good to see you, Bart. Have a good one, man. Be safe. All right. So, all in all, doesn't look like a bad shot. The only thing that I'm kind of questioning a little bit is the landing position of the sniper second bounce. But I think it shouldn't be too bad to figure out. If we have to, we'll go to the video. So let's have a look-see and take a practice at it and see what it's all about. Hole 3, Tommy option 1, par 5. First par 5 of the round. I tell you, pretty tough. I had a little bit of trouble with the par 5 on the other guide I was using. Kept wanting to miss right. And so we are going to be right here in the middle at max rest. I'm going to swap here. We're going to go all the top and half a left. We're then going to assess our wind angle here. And we are in, looks like red, so no push-up. 7-4 is just simply 7-4. And then we are going to give it max OP and curl to right here. And hit perfect. We're looking for 339 to 445 on the target yards there. .442 is good. Now we're going to do a top white fringe check at plus 8. And then we want to set up, and this is where I'm thinking, is right here. And then we want to spin the ball guide just to center cup right there. Okay. We were at plus 8, which is table numbers. And now we want to try to assess our wind angle. We are left of the big tree, so we're in yellow. 8.5 is 8.0. Nice, easy adjustment. And then yellow is no change. And hit perfect. Well, let's see what happens. There we go. Nice. Nice drop. First try. Tommy option 1. So, shoot. You know, that was pretty easy. Let's look at the replay so we can get some notes. First thing for me is going to be drive, APG, And 12 o'clock. Let's go back and let's have a look at the replay to check on the approach. All right. So that approach setup, you know, it could take a second. You might want to try to hurry up a little bit. See the second bounce or right there. See that dark square that I'm in that I back into? That's where you want to be, right there. And then you want to spin that just to the end, middle cup of that right there. Okay, that's where you want to be sitting. And then let's look at the pull angle here I pulled. It looks pretty straight. So I'm going to write approach, 12 o'clock pull, hurry up, and ball guide, second bounce, dark green square. And so that, I think, that's what I think are the keys to that hole. It did go really well. First shot drop. So like I said, when we make a drop, we're going to go immediately live and go after it. So, hey, Patrick, what's up? Welcome. How you doing? All right. So hole 3 here. We got 2 drops in a row, hunting for that third one. Let's have at it. All right, so just right there. And there. All right, and looking at the wind angle here, we are actually in yellow, which is 2.2 push-up. So we'll adjust our 7.4, and then we're going to push up 0.2. And then we're going to give it all the OP and curl to right there and hit perfect. Looking for 439 to 445 on the target yards here. And you see that little 0.2 push-up just got us right over the spot. 443 is good enough. So top white fringe check. We are at +7. Setting up with a ball guide there. And we just want to be right in the middle of that. Spinning that ball guide center cup and short. Ah, shit. And then we are at +7, which is table. And we want to straighten out that pull there. We are in red again. Red. 7.2 is 6.7. And we want 2 clicks right. See what happens there. And just miss right. So I think I had an extra clicker right on there. Or I might have misread the wind angle a little bit. That's okay. No big deal. I'm going to write down 1 for 2. Watch wind angle. So yeah, I might have misjudged the wind angle. Let's actually go back to the replay because that was a pretty solid drop. So let's have a look. So we were at +7. Did I check the right spot? Yeah, I did. All right. I hate that when my fingers accidentally brush the screen like that. All right. Did I get set up center cup? I think so. All right. So. Oh, yeah. We were not in red at all. We were in yellow. That's my fault. I misread the wind angle entirely. So I would have dropped that had I not put any right curl on it. So FYI, be really mindful of that wind angle. Your best reference points are blue and red angles, with red being at that bush on the left and blue being on the big tree. It's bigger around than the tree in the middle, and it's more in the foreground and not, you know, the leaves aren't all down on it. It's pretty bare. So those are probably your two best reference points, and what I will go by if I played this shot again. All right, where are we? 10:50. Okay, so I gotta run to the little boy's room. Give me just a second, and I will be right back. And we'll dial in hole 4 here. Looking good so far. I like the guide. First 3 holes are great. That third hole should have definitely been a drop. Misreading the wind angle, you know, it's easy to do though if you're not looking at it right. So those 2 little markers that I told you, in between either of those is yellow, and it's no change. And so just be mindful of that, and you'll grab that drop no problem. So be right back. Just give me a sec. Boy, you want Dad to throw your ball. Go get it. All right, thanks for being patient. I'm back to let you know where I can really shake it down. All right, so hole 4, Tommy option 1 is what we're taking on next. All right, and so this shot, excuse me, Let me read. You can play it with the quarterback, the rock, or the Thor's hammer. But let me read you the notes. He says if your intention is to take the shot with QB, then you need a P4 plus ball. If you swap to the rock or Thor's hammer 8 before you adjust, you can play with P0 plus. So that's good to know. We are setting up at P0 and we're doing 3 backspin light. And so what we want to do is grab our old friend, the basic ball for that. It'll make setting spins easy. And then we want to look for a wind resistant P0 plus. And I'm just going to look for a ball that I have a bunch of. That way I'm not kind of screwing around there. Let's see. So I got a bunch of these. I got too many balls pinned. What the hell? Did I forget to unpin my balls? I did. All right. So there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm going to use that P8. I just got a bunch of them. It's pretty easy to use. That means if we wanted to, we could stick with the quarterback. But we can also swap to the rock or the Thor's hammer if we feel like it. So what we want to do is give it 3 backspin light. And then we want to set up at P0 max rest with the left side of the white ring to the left fairway rough line. We want to check if we have time to make sure our ball guide is running through the dark row, 2 columns left of the hole, and then running off the green, and just the very tip of it being in the rough beyond the green. We will adjust based on the chart, 1 to 1 minus 1. And circle break up will be our base. Low winds will give it an extra click, and in high winds will just be 4 circle break up. So let's give it a look. Doesn't really look too bad. Hopefully we can grab the drop here and have a go. So here we are, practice hole 4. So I'm going to start by setting my 3 back. And then I'm going to line up and double check my ball guide, switch balls, adjust. All right, so 3 back, light means to just come down and just touch it. Max rest. And we want to be right there. So see that ball guide there? That's how it should look. And we're going to swap to our handy dandy P8. And then there's no wind angle adjustments or anything. We just want to make sure we're pulling a nice straight pull as best we can. 7.5 is going to be 6.5. Nice easy adjustment. And then we're going to go circle break plus 1 click. So we'll go up to circle break, give it 1 extra click, and hit perfect. And let's have a look, see what happens there. So that's coming in a little slow. Okay. So that I might have gave it too much up on that. So I am going to try it again. We get 3 practices per hole. But you know what? That was coming in not bad at all. A little bit right of the cup. I think if we had the correct speed, it would have straightened out, no problem. So let's try it again, and let's see if we need to take off a click of up in low winds for our pull. All right, here we go. And one more time. Really nice shot, though. Real easy setup there. Setting the spins first is important. Oops. And right there. And swapping balls. We're at 8-1 this time. So we want to 8-1 is going to be 7-1 on the adjustment. And 8-1 is just circle break up. So sneak up there to circle break and hit perfect. Let's have a look at that. So that's coming in at a really slow speed, and that came in right of the hole. So he says right of the hole, increase 59. So we need to look at our pull angle and see if we were pulling 01 accidentally, which may have happened. We were set up in the right spot, and we are coming in a little slow, but if I pulled the wrong pull angle, that would explain a lot of that. So let's have a look. We got one more practice attempt, and then we have to go live. So let's see. 3 back, light, and we did that. And we set up in the correct spot. Right? Yeah. Looks like it. And let's see on the pull there. Yeah, I'm definitely pulling 01. So need to make sure you're mindful of the pull angle. I am going to write down here. Basic ball. 4 spins. P6 plus 4 QB. And then 12 o'clock pull. And we'll go from there. So we'll give this one last shot, and then we'll go live with it. I think if we straighten out that pull angle, that'll change the speed issue. So let's try to get that pull down real quick here. That can always be a challenge. Still trying to work on that consistent pull. I got to take a little bit of extra time and just be patient with it. But we'll get there. All right, so 3 back, and then up here we want to be right there, and then swapping balls, and we're at 7.6. So let's straighten out this pull angle issue. Seven six is going to be 6-6. And we're going to be just circle break up plus 1 click. Circle break and 1. Perfect. And let's have a look. See if we can get that drop here before we go live. That looks a lot better on the speed. And still coming up a bit shy and right. So I'm going to take off a click of up on all wind angles below 8.1. Since we haven't seen anything higher. And see if that gets me better to the hole. So I'm going to put -1 click up in winds below 8.1. That's all we've had the chance to test. We haven't had any high winds yet. So here we go, going live. I think everything is in order. Just going to be real mindful of the pull angle and really mindful of that up. I think the up is killing the extra click up, and then the circle break up is kind of killing our speed there. So we're going to give it a shot that way. Let's see what happens. All right, so 3 back and max rest. There, spot ball, there, and 7, 5. So 7, 5 is 6, 5. We've done this one before. And then we're just going to go circle break. And let's see what happens. Yeah, we're still dying short. Not really sure on that, what to do there. Except for maybe take off another click up. The ball's coming in center cup, but it's dying early. So, yeah. That's a little confusing as far as the dialing goes. My best guess is going to be to minus 2 clicks of up. And we'll just have to move on from there. All right. So here we go. This par 4, hole 5. We're going to be playing Franco option 1 if we have the ball for it. So let's have a look. It is a send it to wedge, which we enjoy. Hole 5. Franco option 1. Let's make sure I got the ball. That's the only issue with this account. Don't always have the correct balls. So, power, top spin. Win 6, side spin 6. So, I got 1 there. And top spin boost 8 plus. So, if I needed to, I could do that ball. But I really want to do the full top spin. He's got it at, he's showing a 10 top spin boost. So I'm going to do that. No need to worry about the side spin if we're setting max top. It's pretty easy. So we're going to go APOC P10 max stretch left of the white on the fringe rough fairway. And then we are going to give it all the boost, 3 left, adjust 1 to 1. Curl 100% max left, max OP, and it should be a slower needle. We are going to hopefully send it down to Endbringer, which will play at max boost P8 and elevation at minus 55 and at slider. I'm sorry, minus 60. At slider. So let's give it a look and have a go at it. Should not have to dial this in much. Just probably going to really need a perfect on the drive. So let's have a look. Hole 5 practice. Hope everyone's having a good day. Welcome to the stream. We're on hole 5. We've had 2 misses, but that's the nature of Golf Clash sometimes, live play. One of them was a misread by me. That shouldn't have been a miss. All right, so we did the max stretch. Now we're going to adjust our 10 5. And no push-up on this. We're at plus 15. So we're going to have a little shake there, but nothing too crazy. And we got perfect. So we'll get to see where this ends up. Supposed to end up in Endbringer, and hopefully it will. Oh, look at that. Right to the edge of the green. Perfect. Should be a no adjust EB at max. Top spin boost. But we'll have a look. So let's look at that. That there. Yeah, we're really tiny. I'm going to set left edge of the cup and just try to hit perfect here. There we go. Should be fine. No worries. Center cup drop. All right. So really easy hole. I'm going to write down drive. Perfect. Semi-shake, and then EB, max, Top spin boost. Left edge. No adjust. So pretty easy shot by Franco there. Really nice. Really well done. We're going to go ahead and go live with it. No reason not to. So there we go. I just got this ball in Prism, thank goodness, too. I was obviously out of the other ones. So here we go. Live, hole 5. Ah, shit. Double great left. Well, we're going to find out what happens with that. That may be trouble. Yeah, that's... Get out of there. Yeah, that's in this shit. So, don't hit a double great left. That's not going to work. God damn it. Alright, so... I'm going to have to go to a rescue ball here. Crap, I don't have a bunch. Yeah, we got to get something. So here we go. We're going to go max top. I'm going to set it right there. I'm going to go 10% of the wind and try to hit perfect on this. There. There. And see what happens. And just missed right. Should have went 10% plus 0.1, which I had a feeling. So that just missed number 3. Yeah, don't hit a double great left. Great left, no good on that. Typical, pretty much typical play from me sometimes. All right, hole 6 is a par 5. Yeah, I'm just going to qualify this account all the way. I really just don't want to worry about it. No one is here. Too quiet. Yeah, everybody quit talking. Hey, David. Good to see you, sir. Miss Gracie's doing wonderful. All right, so what we want here is a P10 Wind 0 Top Spin Boost 8. We are going to use the rock at max stretch. Second bounce just into the rough. And swap to the Thor's Hammer. First, we're going to adjust with the rock 1-to-1 plus 1. Push up with the rock based on wind speed. Swap to the Thor's Hammer B52 bag. Add all the boosts and 2.5 right. Give it 100% OP and max right curl and hit perfect. We are then going to swap to a P2 side spin 2 plus P2 plus side spin 2 plus wind 10. And we are going to do a rough check and then give it 3 top, 1 left. And we want the ball guideline arc to go half into the cup and half onto the green, being approximately 1 green square past the hole on the right. Base adjustment is 1-to-1 plus 3, depending on the check. Then we'll give it circle break up. And hopefully it'll go in. So let's make sure we got our bags packed here. And B52 and the rock. And we need a P10 Top Spin Boost 8 Wind 0. So let's see what we got there. And we got this ball, which will be fine. And then we need a... P2 plus, side spin 2 plus, wind 10. Just going to look for a ball I got quite a few of. There we go. So, Yeah, pretty easy. Shouldn't be hard to dial this in at all. So we'll give it one practice and then we'll get after it. Hey, thanks, James. Appreciate you, man. All right, so here we want to do this so we're right there where the hits the hole there. We're going to adjust 1 to 1 plus 1. He said to favor 59, if anything, which we're going to do 9, 9, and then we're going to pull 8 rings. And then we're going to push up. 17, 9 is 6, 4. So we're going to push up 6, 4. And then we're going to swap to our Thor's Hammer, give it all the boost, and 2.5 right. And then max OP, max right curl, and hit a great right. So I guess we'll see where the great right takes us, if it's okay. And it's not. So we're going to need to adjust. We're going to need to make sure we're coming at it from the left side. Or maybe the right side. I'm not sure. But regardless, that's no good. Alright, so we're going to try that again. I'm going to go live with it and hit perfect. Just don't have the ball stock to be screwing around with it too much. So here we go. But I think, obviously if we hit perfect, we're going to be fine. Just going to be a matter of what side we approach that from. And that's going to be whatever's comfortable for you with a full right curl, obviously. So, again, rock, stretch, right there. And then we are going to adjust our 16-7 there. So there's our 6. There's our 10. And then we're going to push up. 16-7 is 7 rings. There. Oop. And then we're going to swap. Give it all of this. 2.5 right. And give it max OP, max right curl. And we hit perfect that time. So we should be looking for 480 to 489. Why are we in the rough again? Oh, I know why. Because I'm supposed to be adjusting 1 to 1 plus 1. Well, that's the end of that. We're not qualifying this account. That is just ridiculous. So wrong adjustment on the drive. Completely screwed up. So we're going to have to finish the dial-in in practice mode. And then I'll have to qualify the account later. So sorry about that. Completely misread the instructions. All right, so we're going to start with the rocket at P0 max rest. No notes for hole 6 because we couldn't seem to follow instructions. So the rocket with max top spin, 4 right spin at P0 max rest, ball guide through the hole. We're then going to swap to the QB rock or Thor's Hammer. We'll adjust 1 to 1 minus 0.2, and then we'll add either subtract 1.1 from the adjustment in red, 2 clicks of right curl in yellow, or no change in blue. Yellow is going to be right at the tree, with red being on the left and blue being on the right. So let's get that set up there. I think I got a P0 side spin 8. Yeah, I do. All right. And then we can swap to any, we can swap to any ball, P0 plus side spin 8. So I'm just going to swap to that ball right there. Stream with Franco will be happening Sunday. And it will be in the afternoonish time, Eastern, because he is in England. So, I will get you guys the time as soon as I know. Alright, so this shot should be pretty simple to do. We want to make sure we set the spins with the rocket, max top, all the right, and then set up at max rest with the ball guide through the center cup before we swap to the other club. And so just going to go up here at max rest, put the ball guide through the hole there, and we're going to swap to the rock. Why not? Sure. And I'm going to swap to that ball. And then we're going to want to figure out our wind angle real quick here. We are right of the tree, which is still in yellow. 7-8 is 5-8. So we'll adjust our 5-8. And then just center ball and 2 clicks of right curl. And hit a great left just for fun. That's gonna not drop, obviously. Imagine missing left when you hit a great left. So we'll try that again and try to actually hit perfect to see how the shot works. Let's get reset up here. I forgot to pin my ball. Not really a difficult shot. Really, it's going to be about pulling a 12 o'clock pull, assessing that wind angle correctly, and making sure we get the drop. I think if we would have hit perfect there, it would have been in. So, hey, thanks, Yosemite. Good morning. We are on hole 7. We are finishing the account in practice mode because we made too many mistakes, and so we're not qualifying this count today. So here we go. We are looking at hole 7. I think the big thing really is going to be about this pull angle here, really. I want to make sure we got it straightened out. We are left of the tree, which is minus 0.1. 8-4 is 6-4, so we're going to adjust 6-3. And then just give it center ball. And hit perfect there if we can. There we go. And let's have a look. Okay, so just left side. So left side, we were really far out of red, to be honest. We were left of red, so I probably should have taken off 0.2 or something. Hey, thanks, Jabber. Good to see ya. Welcome. All right, so we're going to give this another look. That was a really odd wind angle. And try to get that drop. I told you we'll do 3 practices. I'm not going to count the first one because I totally hit a great. So we're going to do 1 extra on this hole. But I want to try to get this figured out and dialed in for you. So, all right. So again, all right, all the on top with the rocket. And then we just want that ball center cup. Swap clubs, swap balls. And now let's, hopefully we're in a good wind angle here, a regular wind angle. So we are in red. 8-5 is 6-5, so we're going to adjust 6-4. And then we're just going to give it center ball. And hit perfect. And see what happens there. different camera view. So we're going to be close at least, and we're left. So I think we need to take yeah, I don't know, man. I can't really screw with the landing position too much because we're really close to that sand trap. So I think we're going to take 0.2 off in red. And if we're in red again, take 0.2 off the adjustment. And this is our last practice. So let's hopefully get this drop here. We could also have to add right curl. We could do just 0.1 from the adjustment in red and add 2 clicks of right curl in red. Depending on what wind angle I get. Oh shit, I don't want to play it because I need to forfeit. Depending on what wind angle we'll get. If we get red again, I'm going to keep it as a negative 0.1 and add 2 clicks of right curl and see if that gets the drop. That'll be my step there. So there we go. And there we be. Right through the hole, just like that. There. And swap into the rock. Swap in balls. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so now we're in on the edge of blue and yellow. 7-7 is 5-7. So I am going to give this 1 click of right curl to see if that'll get us the drop on the in-between angle. And let's have a look. That's a good camera angle for it. And boom. Okay, so my notes on this hole are hole 7, Tommy, option 1. In between red and blue, 1 click right, curl, in red, 2 clicks right curl, untested. And that's where I will go with that. We did get the drop, which is nice, eventually there. So I think that dial-in will work for you. Let's go here. And let's go back in and decrease our score so we don't qualify with a -7. There we go. All right. 2 more holes to go, and then we're out of here. I will qualify this account on my own time tomorrow or something. Well, I'll have to do it tomorrow, to be honest. So we'll do that. I'm just going to max out my strokes, so just bear with me a second. And then I'm going to have a smoke because I'm a little bit irritated. So... try not to be, though. Things happen. I just, that's why I'm setting the limit on practices. Because, you know, it just doesn't, I just can't afford it. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of ball stock just to be sitting here banging out 10, 12 practices a freaking hole in every tournament. You know, I'm already playing freaking sometimes 2 to 3 QRs. So, I mean, per account, you know. So, that's why we're doing that. If you guys are enjoying the content and enjoy the channel, please consider donating. Our donation tags for Venmo and PayPal are on the screen. On the screen on the left and at the top is Positive Puts. That's me. And doing my best to create a positive environment for the community and create a good environment for everyone to come together and have a good time. If you want some personal advice, here it is. If at first you don't succeed, try doing what Jason told you to do the first time. Just FYI. Secondly, don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everybody else. Good reminder. And in the bottom right corner is little Miss Gracie. And that was the first day we brought her home from the pound. And that she was so happy. And that was 2 years ago. September. 3 years. Yeah, 2 years ago, September. So that was pretty cool. All right, we're moving on to hole 8 here. So Tommy has 2 options. He has option 1 that Tommy did, which is a B52 rough bump. Or Franco has a thorn bounce up. We're going to play option 1 on this one. Hole 8. Tommy. Option 1. And what we're going to do here is set up at P2 max rest with the APOC. And we want to swap. So we want to give it 1 right spin. So we're going to use the old navigator. We then want a side spin 8 win 10 plus P2 plus. So want to get a side spin 8 to make it easy on the spins. And we will use this ball, season 57 ball, since I got a few for practice. So what we're going to do, P2 max rest, left side of yellow by the rough fairway line on the left. We're going to give it 5 top, 1 right. We're going to just 1-to-1 and then center ball. Drive distance 347 to 353. Hey, Fipsy. Then we are going to, by drive distance, adjust. We're going to give it 3 top and 4 right. We want the tip of the ball guide line just through the hole. We're going to adjust 1-to-1 plus 0.1 based on, that's our base adjustment. Obviously, it can change based on drive distance. Center 12 o'clock pull on both shots should be fine. So, pretty simple setup. Got our balls. Let's rock and roll and see what we can do. Oh, no, I don't want to play it. Trying to finish this out in practice mode so we can go ahead and qualify this account tomorrow. I got 2 accounts to qualify tomorrow. Oh, and if anybody wants to come have fun tomorrow, I'm facing off with Deadly Caden. And we are having a QR showdown final day. What's going to be happening is we're going to be playing 1 account. The rules are no practice shots. Play your best shot. And winner takes all. Obviously, there's not much of a bet. But it's bragging rights. So we're going to go against my entire philosophy. And great right on the drive, of course. See if that affects anything. It was a single. And that does not. We're fine. So drive distance of 551, which is minus, or 351, which is -1 from the table. So what we want to do here, give it all of that and 3 top. We then want to set up with our ball guide just through the hole. So right there. And we are -1 from the chart. So let's straighten out that pull angle. Oh, sorry. A little bit. 8-2, 8-3. So we're going to pull 8-2. And no wind angle tweaks. So just center ball. And hit perfect. You return to the game after 2 to 3 years. Nice. So look at that. Left side drop. Our right side drop. So we could have had a little 59 on the pole. But as you can see, pretty straightforward. A single great right on the drive is fine. Let's go back at that wind angle on the approach so we can get a good look at that. So, drive, single, great right, okay. Let's watch the pull angle on approach. And, oh, get up there, okay. Can't see. All right, oh. Come on, there you go, Jason. Move the damn thing so you can see it. All right, there we go. We had good speed, so that wasn't an issue. Yeah, it looks like we were pulling a slight 01 there potentially. So just want to make sure. I hear that. I stream Quick Nines every day at 4 o'clock, which is a lot of fun. So on approach, make sure you're pulling a 12 o'clock pull, ball guide through the hole, and then set up with spin set. Okay, and pretty easy hole 8 there. We're going to go ahead and I don't think we need to forfeit. I mean, we need to play any shots. I think we just need to forfeit. So going to go in here and grab that. And then forfeit the hole so we don't qualify this account. And we'll move on to the final hole of the day, hole 9. No, it's Eastern Standard Time US. You're about 6 hours ahead of me. So it'd be 10 o'clock your time, I think. Okay, there we go. And we're definitely below the qualifying line now. Let's see here. Last hole, hole 9. This is a tough par 3. So what we want to do is we want to set up with a quarterback, a Viper, and a side spin 9 ball. So let me see what I got. It needs to be, what we can use that side spin. No, we can't. So side spin, and wind resistance. Let's see what we got for side spin 9s. So, let me see. So we can use that, to set spins and to play with, but what we really need is, we don't have. So I need a P4 side spin 10 ball to set up with after I set the spins. So that'll work. All right. So here, bam. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the spins with a Viper. And we are going to have, oh wait, sorry, wrong bag. With a Viper and max back and 4.5 left with that side spin 9 ball. And then we're going to swap to the P4. And then at max stretch, QB, bullseye just into the rough on the right-hand side of the green. Then we're going to swap to our Thor's hammer bag. We will adjust, custom adjust, and then based on the wind speed and wind angle, we will determine our OP. Just before circle drop is our base. Hey, Glory, what's up, sir? Thank you so much. Appreciate you as always. So we're going to set up the Thor hammer bag just to be safe. And we're going to have a look at this and see what we can do. All right. So not really a bad setup. The only thing that concerns me right off the bat is the wind angle adjustments for OP. because they're, you know, a bunch of different ones based on wind speed per wind angle. So that's going to be the challenge a little bit. All right, so we want to go into the Viper, max back, max left, and we want to swap to our, where'd my P, I didn't grab a P4, son of a, there we go. All right, and then we're going to want to jump up here, and we're going to want to set this up right there, okay, and then we're going to want to swap to Thor's hammer bag, and swap back to this ball. Want to adjust 8-3 is going to be 9 rings there, and we are out of time. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to start over and do it again. And I didn't pin that P4, so we're kind of screwed. Alright, so let's swap here, up here, pull it back, and do it again. And we need side spin P4. And then we want to set up, like I say, right at there. We want to swap to the Thor's hammer bag, swap to our P7 ball, and then we want to straighten out the pole, but really the important part here is going to be the wind angle. We are in red. 8.2 is circle drop OP, 8.2 is 8.8 on the adjustment there, and we need circle drop OP. So let's have a look. And that's a pretty decent shot. And we missed just left. So let's look at the pole angle. And let's get the correct balls pinned. That's ridiculous. I thought I grabbed a P4. I accidentally grabbed a P8. So pinning the right balls obviously hugely important. You need a P4 side spin 10 to set up. And then you're going to want to swap to the a P6 side spin 9 or higher with the Thor's hammer to adjust. The P7 there works really well. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's go side spin. Let's pin our side spin 10. And we should be good to go. So, alright. What we could do to eliminate ball swap, to eliminate so many ball swaps, is just set up with the P4, give it all the left and all the backspin with the Viper. When we swap to the P7 to adjust, it'll automatically adjust the side spin. So that is a shortcut for you. Hole 9. Tommy option 1. Alright, so we got a couple more looks at it. Let's look at the pull angle on that last shot. If we... I don't know if that's it. Watch. What's P4 and P7? Those are the power of the ball. So, see this ball says power 7 next to it? That's the power of the ball. That says P4 next to it. That's the power of the ball. So we set up in the right spot. We had the right spins. Let's look at the pull angle there and see. And we are pulling 01, and so we need to decrease that. Need to pull actually more 12 o'clock probably to get that to work. So we're going to try set up with the P4 side spin 10 ball to decrease the amount of ball swap and make our lives a little easier. So that's what I would do if I was you. All right, so here we go. Back down to the Viper. All of that. And it doesn't matter we have backspin boost because we're going to swap balls. And it's going to take all that away. All right, and now we are at... Oh, shit, no, it doesn't. We got too much backspin. Huh. All right, sorry about that. We're going to have to... 7-9 is 8-4. And we are in red again. Just circle drop. And that's not going to go where we want it to. Because we have too much backspin. I didn't think about that. I don't think about a lot of stuff if you guys haven't noticed yet. Alright, so yeah. Don't bring the backspin boost ball, guys. That's the bad idea. And let's just get out of here. We won't count that. I'll do 2 more practice tries. Try to get my crap together here. All right. How do I know all this? This makes the game have a lot more depth. Fipsy, yeah, they doubled the power of the balls to introduce more balls. And also, I've been playing for like 8 years. So, you know, I know a lot of worthless Golf Clash stuff. Doesn't mean I always practice it. So let's swap side spin power. Let's see if we can find a P4 without backspin. How about that? Hey, stop it. And there we got one right there. So we'll use that. Alrighty. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it again. Yeah, you're a little out of touch, but I mean, honestly, you haven't missed that much. You know, it's just a matter of getting back in and playing. You know, really, there's not that much that's changed. Some different game modes. You know, they changed the ball powers and stuff, but it's still the same stuff. It's just instead of P5 being the best ball with the most power, P10 is the ball with the most power, you know? And now we have P3 balls and P5 balls. You know, so some of that, you know, is a big change, but fundamentally the game is still pretty much the same. I mean, you're still pulling rings and hitting greats, so it's really not that hard. All right, let's give this another look. And I really want to try to get my crap together for at least 2 practices here. All right. So Max back, Max left with the Viper. And I think this time will actually be correct. And again, we're going to be setting up right at the edge of the rough. Dropping back to our Thor's hammer. Swapping balls there. And then we want to try to straighten out our pull angle there. 7.5 is 7.9 on adjustment. And we are in yellow. So just before circle drop. And let's see what happens. So here we go. And that is, look at that. Okay. That was a center cup drop faux show. So we were in yellow at 7. What were we at? 7. What adjustment did I do? I don't know. I have to look. My brain's like clogged with bong resin and hops. So sometimes it doesn't work well. All right. So let's look at this here and see what we adjusted so I can figure out what I did. Sorry. But that's a good drop for that hole. Key really is that 12 o'clock pull. Getting set up right at the edge of the rough. Just right at it. Obviously going in with the right ball, with the right spins, and swapping to a higher than a P6. And then I was at 7.5, which was 7.9. Technically, I should have done just before circle drop minus 2 clicks. So it did. I did just before circle drop because I didn't really have time. Yeah. So let's see how hot that comes in. Yeah, it comes in pretty hot. So you know, clearly you want to probably try to follow the minus 2 clicks of OP in that wind angle or minus 1 click. But hole 9, 12 o'clock pull is important. Wind angle and OP adjustment are really important. So pretty much though, all in all, I would say Tommy's guide's pretty solid. Aside from our whole mistake on hole 6, it seemed really good to me. I don't see any reason why you couldn't shoot between negative 19 and negative 21 if you were to go after it. So, let's see. Oh, that was a crazy shot. Thanks. So yeah, Phil, Fipsy, glad you're here, man. Stick around, subscribe to the channel. Everybody else, it was always a pleasure to see you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for coming and checking out the Tommy Dial-In. We will be back on tonight at 4 p.m. for Quick 9 daily live stream. And then tomorrow we are doing Showdown with Caden for a QR stream at 8:30 a.m. And then that'll be pretty fun. I'm going to be playing my main account. Oh, yeah. It takes a minute, man. You'll get back into it. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. If you guys like the content, please consider donating. It helps get balls, guides, practice tokens, all that stuff. I hope you all have a blessed day. Be safe out there. And I'll look forward to seeing you at 4 o'clock. How many hours, Fipsy? How many hours have I put into Golf Clash? I couldn't even tell you, my friend. It takes repetition. That's all I can tell you. You just got to keep trying. You need to learn the basics. You need to learn the ring system. You need to learn the wind calculations or get a wind calculating app. You know, you need to, practice hitting perfect. There's just lots of little things. Why don't you hit me up on, how many hours till next stream? 4 hours and 10 minutes. I am in Eastern United States time zone. And all of my scheduled streams will tell you what time zone they're in. So I hope you all have a blessed day.